Hi, today I have the pleasure of reintroducing you to my friend, Phil Schmeltzer. Phil is the VITA coordinator for the Center for Community Resources, which we often refer to here as CCR.
Yes, great to be back.
Thank you, Phil, for coming. And you know, when we have you back, it's tax season.
It's tax season. It's right around the corner.
It's right around the corner. And you know what? I'm sure there's probably even statistics out there about how much stress taxes can bring people because they want to avoid it.
Most people by far definitely want to avoid it. They don't want to do it. They don't want to pay money. That's
and
for
you
certain.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, I do, along with all the volunteers that we have.
Yeah.
We really do enjoy doing the tax returns.
And I'll tell you, I know you and your folks, you've got a great team.
Super team, experienced people, new people, they all do a great job. They all pick up on it very quickly.
Yeah, in kind.
Yeah, oh, very.
So for those folks who are not familiar with VITA, let's explain the VITA program.
Sure. The VITA program, well, VITA stands for Volunteer Income Tax Assistance. We have 5 locations, 4 in Butler County, 1 in Kittanning.
Okay.
And we prepare tax returns, state and federal tax returns, completely free of charge for individuals and households that have gross annual income of less than $60,000 per year.
Okay. And how long has a program like this been going on? For a while?
Yes, decades.
Okay.
The IRS is the umbrella organization that sponsors it across the country.
Okay.
They've had it in place, I want to say, somewhere between 20 to 30 years.
Okay. So can you give us an example of how many people would have maybe been served last year?
Sure, absolutely. So across our sites, we completed just under 1,900 tax returns.
Wow.
That brought back over $2 million to the taxpayers who used our program, and that's at our 5 locations. And we saved them over $400,000 in tax preparation fees.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So you have these different locations all throughout Butler County.
Correct.
And then you mentioned 1 in Kittanning.
Correct.
And are these locations like open now? What's the process?
Sure. So our locations are located in Butler, Cranberry, Cabot, Kittanning, and Slippery Rock.
Okay.
They will open our first day at the Butler site, which is in Clearview Mall, will be on January 27th. The rest of the locations will be open the first week of February.
Okay.
And they can call to schedule an appointment probably anytime after January 8th. They should be in good shape to call.
And if I remember correctly, an appointment is required.
It is. Appointments required.
So if you're interested in that, again, single individual or household that makes $60,000 or less
Correct.
is eligible for this all-free program.
Correct.
You must make an appointment by calling, and then you would, when you make the appointment, decide what location works for you.
Correct. That's it.
Did I also see people should expect to take about an hour
Takes
for their
about
appointment?
An hour. Correct.
And it's a good idea to arrive early.
Always.
Right? To get some of that paperwork done.
Correct.
Tell us a little bit about the volunteers.
So our volunteers come from a lot of different walks of life. Not all have finance backgrounds, but we have very extensive training, so they're well prepared to start doing taxes. We also have a partnership program with Slippery Rock University. I think this year we'll have 18 of their accounting students who will prepare taxes as part of an internship.
That is fantastic.
It's great.
So how many volunteers do you have total?
We'll probably have somewhere around 45 to 50 this year.
Right. And I am familiar with this program, and I know because of the amazing experience and the preparation and support that you offer your volunteers, they often come back year after year, correct?
They do. They do.
That's a good feeling.
It's great. They're really dedicated to what they do. So I have a training class in a couple of days where we'll have 9 volunteers who are returning who will come in for advanced training and do all the certification tests.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. So even as a part of this volunteer experience, they leave with certifications they might not have had coming in?
Correct. So all of the volunteers will have an IRS certification either at advanced or basic level that enables them to prepare tax returns within this program.
Okay. So are there any stories or individuals that have come with their taxes, maybe just feeling a bit overwhelmed, and, you know, they walked out the door and they had this great experience and they just a big relief?
Without a doubt. We usually always have a few people who come in, and really one of the main purposes of this program is to bring a tax credit called the Earned Income Tax Credit to taxpayers. The taxpayers who qualify are within this income range.
Okay.
And we inevitably have a few people who never were able to take the credit in the past, and then they qualify, they get a very large tax refund, and they're really, really happy.
Right. And now, did I also see that through Center for Community Resources and through the VITA program that you are able to also offer individuals or consumers connection to other services? Maybe they might need financial literacy, for example.
Absolutely. Financial literacy. If there's food insecurity, there are a number of services that CCR provides to individuals as well. And they can use us as a contact point.
Okay.
If they came in for an appointment and they need some of those services, we're happy to direct them toward CCR and the appropriate people who can help them out.
Right. You guys do a great job.
Thank you.
And, I know talking to Phil, he said that there are other volunteer opportunities like greeters.
Yes.
But this year, you're pretty full.
We're pretty full. Greeters, we might have an opening for 1 or 2 in Butler.
Okay.
But other than that, we're in great shape. But in any given year, we're always looking for volunteers. Some people end up leaving the program for whatever reason. And we're always happy to have people volunteer.
All right. So if that is something you're interested in pursuing in the future, contact CCR, ask for Phil, and he can get you connected. Again, please remind us, when do the offices open?
They open January 27th for Butler, the first week of February for all the other locations. And you can schedule an appointment by dialing 211 and then option 1. That will connect you to a live person, and they'll be able to schedule an appointment for you.
All right. Well, Phil, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks for watching this episode of the Butler Buzz. If you want to see more, just click on the playlist button up here. To keep up to date with all of Armstrong Neighborhood Channel, click on the subscribe button down here. Hey, I suggest you do both. See you next time.